budgeting through supplementary, which the Auditor General calls fiscal indiscipline. People are running this country like a kiosk, that every week, because last week you passed a supplementary here. What has happened in the last 10 days that you did not know that there will be a need to construct a stadium? There will be a need to acquire equity in the pipeline? Because you brought a supplementary. Just 10 days ago, we passed it here. Now you come trafficking another one. One time, the late Speaker Okulanya said if he was in charge, he would have sacked all the ministers. Maybe for me, I would even send them to Luzira. 10 days ago, you brought a supplementary here. Now, after 10 days, you come running. Oh, wait, there is another one here. And you are my ministers. Each one of you will be in Luzira. That's where the warrant of detention will find you. So therefore, Madam Speaker.
Yes.
I want finally to go back to the law. The lawyers can help. If you go to section 76 of the public finance that categorizes items for which you can seek a supplementary funding. And section 25, 6 and 7 as unforeseeable and unavoidable. I want the planners in the ministry to tell me, when did you win the bid to host AFCON for you not to have factored the money of AFCON in the budget? And what is it going to happen between now? Because this budget that we are going to pass today, hopefully, is a budget that are going to implement in a period of 1 month. So what is it that you cannot wait, that is so urgent that you must fix it in a supplementary? Could be attributed to fiscal indiscipline, which leads to increased funding gap affecting the area budget objectives. So the Auditor General reports, and I will use the year 2020 to 2023, because his report is on that year. For example, that in that financial year, with supplementary included, the total budget was 52.5 trillion. That's the total budget that you Parliament approved with the supplementary. But there was only 43 trillion. That is the financing that was realized at the end of the financial year. You first approved the budget of 48 trillion. Then you had 4.4 trillion in supplementary, making the total budget 52 trillion. But the financing available, money from taxes and borrowing, was actually 43 trillion. What the Auditor General is warning this Parliament against is that each time you pass a supplementary here, you give a license to Honorable Musasizi and his group to remove money from items you have approved and use it on their new priorities. That's what the Auditor General is saying. That's point number one. So approve this supplementary knowing that the money you approved earlier, first of all, the funding itself will not be realized, because by the end of the third quarter for this financial year, URA had collected just about 20 trillion out of a 29 trillion target. If they work so hard, maybe they will make them 23. So what the Honorable Musasizi will do is to remove money from the earlier priorities and then fund his new priorities. That's what will happen. So the second point, Madam Speaker. So can I, Madam Speaker, I said I want to register my opposition to this motion, and those are the reasons. And these ministers, because you're also ministers of Uganda, these mistakes you make today, when this government has gone, one by one you should walk to Luzira. We'll find you there. Thank you very much, Madam.
Honorable Government Legal Advisor.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, I'll speak to the issue of ECOP. The issue of ECOP was actually unforeseeable because, as you all know, the financing model for ECOP was clearly to be done by our partners. Unfortunately, because of the change in the world order and economic setting, we have been required to put in equity. It was not known to us at the time we passed the past budget. On AFCON, the biggest requirement is actually a complication coming from my office. The contracts are available for me to sign, and I'm requiring the Ministry of Education to show me the source of funds before that contract can be signed. If Parliament is happy to wait until next financial year, the problem is we will lose timelines in as far as the deadlines to meet that. Unfortunately for me, the law doesn't allow me to approve a contract for signing without knowing the source of funds. So those are some of the reasons why we are here at this time.
Thank you.
Maybe just to add that, Honorable Ssemujja.
Honorable Attorney General, maybe as one of the prerequisites of us hosting AFCON was that we had to win CHAN. We had to win CHAN, which CHAN we just won last Friday. So now that we have CHAN, then we shall have AFCON.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker, for your support and addition. As I conclude, I just wanted to...
I am not debating, but I own a club in my school, which is one of the best clubs that is even representing the country in China.
But also, as I leave the floor, Honourable Ssemujja, the threat to send us to Luzira without trial is a bit unconstitutional. I'm just advising.